Hi there, I'm Karina. This is a specialized episode of Moscow Urban Blog. A lot of people all over the world have been concerned about the military situation in Ukraine lately. I tend to make a brief history digest of that land. If you have no idea where the hell is Ukraine on the map, keep watching this video. Ukraine is the largest country in Europe. It is situated in the eastern part of the European continent. It borders 7 countries: Moldova, Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, Poland, Belarus, and Russia. The common border with Russia is 1,800 miles. That is why I've marked it. Back in medieval times, the ancient ancestor of the modern state of Russia had been the Kievan Rus. The Kievan Rus is a term for the whole conglomeration of numerous ancient Russian principalities, including such authoritative cities as Novgorod, Suzdal, Chernigov, and a lot more. Kiev was supposed to place the main and the most desirable throne. That is why Kiev was considered to have been the capital of the ancient Russian state. The most known chronicle of 882 says, "Kiev is the mother of the Russian cities." Thus, Kievan Rus is a cradle of our common culture, from which modern cultures of Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine had risen up. By the end of the 12th century, the political and economical situation of the Kievan Rus had declined and finally became terrifying after the invasion of Mongol horde. Next 3 centuries, scattered and feuding Russian principalities had been trying to survive, each on its own. During that period, one branch of the Rurikid dynasty princes had moved to the northeastern lands and had moved the capital from Kiev, firstly to the ancient town of Vladimir, and then had fixed it in Moscow. But let's get back to the southwestern territories. To avoid being tedious, I just mentioned that those principalities weren't as lucky as Moscow. Unfortunately, they broke under the pressure of Mongolians and the ambitions of the western neighbors, who had simply devoured them. Galич, Volyn, Carpathians, Bukovina, Podolia, Kiev had been captured by Poles, Moldovians, Hungarians, and Lithuanians. Once independent principalities had lost their subjectivities, had never become a peer, but had been brutally influenced for centuries. The people of former Russian lands experienced oppression due to national, cultural, and religious discrepancy. Now, let's get back to the map and see that the Ukrainian as well as Belarusian lands are situated right in the middle of the international, intercultural, interreligious, economical, political, ideological, and security conflicts between the East and the West, between the Catholicism and the Orthodoxy, between the Poles/Lithuanians and the Russians. However, in the late 18th century, the Russians had returned historical lands of south and southeastern Ukraine due to the section of the Polish and Lithuanian state Rzeczpospolita between the Russian Empire, the Austrian Empire, and the Prussia. Catherine the Great had established such fine cities as Odessa, Mariupol, Lugansk, and some others. Crimea had also been conquered in the Russian-Turkish War of that period and had been attached to Russia for the first time. Sevastopol and Simferopol are the cities founded in Crimea by Catherine the Great. That was the first part of my report. Next time I will observe the closest period starting from the 20th century till now. Please put your thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and stay tuned. Bye bye.